At the 2026 CJ Cup Byron Nelson, Jordan Spieth once again arrived with one of the most closely watched setups on the PGA Tour. Fans and analysts have spent years obsessing over Spieth's equipment choices because, unlike many modern power players who constantly rotate clubs, Spieth tends to stay loyal to gear that gives him confidence. Every change he makes usually carries a purpose, and this season's adjustments reveal a player still searching for the perfect balance between distance, control, and creativity. Spieth entered the tournament carrying momentum from several promising performances earlier in the season. At the Cadillac Championship, he fired an opening round 65 to sit near the top of the leaderboard, reminding everyone that his elite ball striking ability remains intact. He followed that up with a respectable run at the 2026 PGA Championship at Aronimink, where he briefly shared the lead during the opening round before fading slightly over the weekend. While the putter cooled off in the middle rounds, his iron play and driving consistency stood out throughout the event. Much of that improvement has been linked to important equipment changes he introduced earlier this season. The biggest story surrounding Spieth's bag in 2026 has been his willingness to modernize certain areas of his setup after years of resisting change. His updated equipment reflects both his recovery from wrist surgery and his attempt to maximize the additional swing speed he has gained during rehabilitation. The centerpiece of Spieth's bag is his new driver, the Titleist GTS2. He plays the 10-degree model adjusted down to 9.25 degrees using the SureFit D1 hosel setting. The club is paired with a Fujikura Ventus Velocore Plus Black 60-gram X stiff shaft. This marked a major shift for Spieth because he had stubbornly held on to the older Titleist TSR too long after newer models were introduced. For years, he preferred familiarity over experimentation, but recent performance data convinced him to finally make the switch. Spieth discovered that excessive spin rates were robbing him of distance off the tee. During testing sessions using a launch monitor, the GTS2 consistently produced lower spin numbers while maintaining the control he values. That combination immediately caught his attention. The result has been improved launch conditions and more consistent driving numbers throughout the early part of the 2026 season. For a player who has sometimes struggled with accuracy off the tee, the change could become one of the most important adjustments of his recent career. His fairway wood setup also received a significant overhaul. Spieth now carries a Titleist GTS2 3-wood with 15 degrees of loft, paired with a Fujikura Ventus Velocore Plus Black 70-gram X stiff shaft. Previously, he relied on the Titleist TSR3 fairway wood along with a Mitsubishi Tensei shaft, but he felt the newer combination better matched the increased speed he has developed since returning from injury. The heavier Ventus Black shaft gives him additional stability during aggressive swings while maintaining the penetrating ball flight he prefers. Spieth admitted earlier in the season that he was still learning how to fully trust the club, joking that he needed to continue to fall in love with it after early testing sessions. However, the signs on the course have been extremely encouraging. His improved confidence with the 3-wood has allowed him to attack par 5s more aggressively and shape shots more effectively off tight tee boxes. Despite the upgrades elsewhere, Spieth has remained loyal to one of the oldest clubs in his bag, the Titleist TSI2 Hybrid. The 21-degree hybrid has been a permanent fixture in his setup since 2021, paired with a graphite design Tour ADI-Z9X shaft. In an era where professionals constantly chase newer technology, Spieth's commitment to this hybrid highlights how much he values consistency and trust. The club delivers a dependable mid-trajectory ball flight that fits perfectly into his yardage gaps. It also provides versatility from difficult lies, something Spieth relies on heavily given his creative playing style. While manufacturers regularly release updated models promising greater distance or forgiveness, Spieth has shown little interest in replacing a club that continues to perform exactly the way he wants. His iron setup remains equally familiar. Spieth continues to use the 2025 version of the Titleist T100 irons, equipped with Project X 125 6.5 shafts throughout the set. The T100 irons have become synonymous with Spieth's approach to ball striking because they combine the compact look of a blade with the forgiveness of a cavity-back design. Spieth has previously praised the irons for giving him exceptional shot-making control without sacrificing consistency on slight mishits. That balance is crucial for his style of golf. He thrives when he can shape shots creatively, control trajectory, and attack tucked pin positions from all angles. The Project X shafts also provide a consistent feel from the long irons through the short irons, helping him maintain rhythm and tempo throughout the set. Around the greens, Spieth continues to rely on one of the strongest parts of his game, wedge play. For the 2026 season, he upgraded into the Titleist Vokey SM11 wedges, carrying lofts of 46, 52, 56, and 60 degrees. His pitching wedge uses the same Project X 125 6.5 shaft found in his irons, while the higher lofted scoring wedges feature softer Project X 126.0 shafts for enhanced feel and touch. Few players on the PGA Tour possess Spieth's creativity around the greens. Whether hitting low skippers, high flop shots, or delicate bunker escapes, he depends heavily on wedge feel and versatility. The softer shafts in his scoring wedges allow him to better manipulate trajectory and spin during delicate short game situations. The switch from the SM10 wedges to the newer SM11 models was not dramatic in appearance, but it reflected Spieth's constant pursuit of small performance gains. Every grind, bounce angle, and shaft profile is carefully selected to suit his imaginative approach to scoring shots. Perhaps the most fascinating club in Spieth's bag remains his putter. After winning all three of his major championships with the Scotty Cameron 009 Triple Black Blade, Spieth made headlines in 2025 by switching to a TP Mills Trad 2 putter. The carbon steel blade features a clean, traditional appearance similar to his old Scotty Cameron, but provides a softer feel at impact. The putter is fitted with a Superstroke Zenergy Flatso 1.0 grip, designed to stabilize his hands during the stroke. Putting has often defined Spieth's career highs and lows. At his peak, he was arguably the best clutch putter in the world. During slumps, inconsistent putting has frequently undermined otherwise strong ball striking performances. The TP Mills Trad 2 appears to suit his eye well, particularly on shorter pressure putts. Although the putter has not completely solved every issue, it has helped him regain confidence on the greens during several events this season. Finally, the most important equipment change in Spieth's 2026 bag may actually be the golf ball. For virtually his entire professional career, Spieth played the standard Titleist Pro V1X and repeatedly insisted he would never change unless absolutely necessary. Yet after noticing that quality iron shots were coming up short due to excessive spin, he decided to experiment with the Titleist Pro V1X Left Dash. The results were immediate. Spieth discovered that the left dash version reduced spin rates by approximately 300 to 500 revolutions per minute throughout the bag. That reduction helped him achieve more consistent carry distances while maintaining control into greens. Spieth explained that earlier in his career he preferred higher spinning golf balls because they gave him confidence with long irons. However, the additional clubhead speed he has developed in recent years changed the equation. Suddenly, too much spin became a disadvantage rather than an advantage. The ball change perfectly summarizes Spieth's 2026 equipment philosophy. Rather than blindly sticking to tradition, he is finally adapting his setup to match the evolution of his body and swing. It represents a veteran player recognizing that staying competitive sometimes requires difficult adjustments. As Spieth competes at the CJ Cup Byron Nelson, his bag reflects both experience and evolution. Some clubs remain trusted companions from years past, while others showcase a willingness to embrace new technology when necessary. If the combination continues producing strong ball striking performances, there is every reason to believe Spieth could soon add another trophy to his already impressive resume.